Hey guys, I am making this video for the over 50 crowd, for the over 50 crowd that wants to start building passive income online and start making money online. And if you're a content creator, if you want to be a content creator, you know that like when you make a video or you're creating something, you need to kind of script it out. And I did that, and I scripted it out right here, typed it up, printed it out for this video, and I'm throwing the script away. I'm going to talk from my heart. I'm going to be vulnerable with you because this is a very serious topic for most of us, for a lot of us, okay? Maybe not if you want to do it for a hobby, but there's some of us that need to do it for security, for our livelihood, for existing, okay? And that's who this video is for, and that's who I'm talking to. So, like I said, I'm 58 years old, and I've been doing this a while. I've been a content creator a while, but I'm worried about the future, like many of you maybe are. And comment down below if you are. Let me know. And that's not just to get the algorithm going. I really want to know, like, are you worried about the future? What's going on? You know, are you going to be okay? Do you have money for retirement? All that stuff. Comment below. But I worry about the future a little bit for me and a lot for my wife, because we got married very young. My wife was 20, I was 22. We had our first child a year later. And we have a total of 3 kids and now 2 grandkids. But getting married so young, we went through this thing where it's like, you know, is she going to go back to work, or, you know, are we going to put our, kid in daycare? But the cost of daycare would have been equivalent to what she was making at her job. So we just decided she was going to stay home, raise our kid, and I would be the bread earner. Then we had another kid and another kid, and obviously she stayed home and raised them, and I went out and worked and did a lot of manual labor and all of that stuff. And I didn't put money into a 401k, and I didn't, sock money away, because as many of you might know, our life was for a long, long time paycheck to paycheck. And I always thought, I'll worry about it, next year, or when things get a little bit better, or when we have a little extra money. And those days didn't come for a long, long time. And now, my wife works. She has a job. And I am a content creator. I've been a content creator for going on 10 years. But I didn't start doing that until almost 50. And I haven't socked the money away like I should have. So I'm in this place now where I need to greatly increase the amount of money I'm making, so I don't have to worry about our retirement. So I don't have to worry about what's going to happen, 10, 15, 20 years from now, or God forbid, what will happen to my wife if something happens to me. So that's where I'm at. So I've done well with creating content and with affiliate marketing, but it was completely through trial and error. I just started doing it. I didn't, when I started it, I didn't buy a course. I was just, maybe I was too bullheaded to do it. Maybe I just didn't think about it because I'm not smart enough or whatever. But I just started doing stuff. And at first it was on a website. I was writing articles and writing content and doing SEO. And I kind of lucked out and had some of that hit well for me just because of the niche I was in. And then I went to YouTube and I started doing YouTube, and I wasn't good at YouTube and certainly didn't know what I was doing. And my videos were clearly bad. And they're probably not great now, but they're better than they were, right? So but I've been lucky, and I know there's a lot of people that haven't been lucky on online marketing, so I count my blessings. But I not only have the desire to get better, I really need to do it better because I'm at that point in life where I need more money coming in. Not so I can spend more money, but so I can build a nest egg, a bigger nest egg, so I can, make sure that, one day when something happens to me, that my wife is taken care of. So, course creators, when they sell courses on, how to make money online, they try to fit, everybody into a box, and they say, hey, come and see my thing, and my thing's the greatest, and everybody should be doing this. And the truth is that you can be successful doing really any of it. I mean, people are successful with affiliate marketing. They're successful with drop shipping. They're successful with creating their own products. They're successful with, master resell rights. And people are successful with short form content like on TikTok and Instagram, and making faceless stuff and doing long form content like I do on YouTube. You can make money doing any of it, but you need the right plan to do any of it. You can't just, make it up. You can, I mean, like I did, but it took me a long time to figure it out. And if I was starting now at 58, I wouldn't want to waste 10 years trying to figure it out. I mean, I would if it was a guarantee, but you don't know if it's a guarantee. I'm going to say we. I'm saying me, but I'm going to say we. We don't have time. If you really need income and you really need security, we don't have time to waste 10 years figuring it out, right? Because what if we're wrong? What if we never figure it out? Or what if it goes really slow for us, or at 65, at 75, are we going to feel like doing it, right? So that's where I'm at, and that's where probably a lot of us are. So you need to pick a thing and stick with it. And that thing is going to be whatever resonates with you, whatever you think you can do consistently and make money at, right? And you need somebody that will show you how to do it and how to get where you want to go. Now, when I started in affiliate marketing, I started in the real estate niche because it's what I knew. I'd done a lot of real estate in life. I'd, rehabbed houses. I'd been a realtor. I'd been in mortgage business, blah, 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 right? So I had experience in that, life experience in that. So that's the niche I went into. And maybe you have something that you know well that can be your niche, and maybe you don't have anything. Maybe you're like, I have a clue what I could teach people or what I could help people with. But that's where we all start, right? We need to figure out what our passion is, and we need a plan to start monetizing that, right? How are we going to go from where we're at, where we want to make passive income online, to actually making passive income online as quick as possible? I have a passion for helping people, real estate, and now affiliate marketing or online marketing. And my dream was to start a community, and I actually have one, but a community where I could teach people how to make money online. But I didn't want to be like everybody else that's just, I'm going to throw something together and I'll charge, $50 a month or $100 a month and get them into my thing and make money on it and all that. I'm not like that, because I really care about providing value. I want to help people, and I don't want to charge people, too much for a substandard product and all that stuff. So maybe some of you can relate, right? Maybe some of you are like, I don't care. I don't want to make some money. I don't care. Whatever. I'm not judging anybody. But me personally, I want to provide a lot of value, and often I give too much away for free. All right. But anyway, I started a community to help people, teach people how to make money online. And in the, it was free group. The idea was I was just going to build out a course in there about, making money on YouTube, because that's what I do. But the other day, I ran across a video on YouTube of a lady that was teaching how to make money online. Passive income online is the video that I started making, or started watching, I should say. And this lady, she's also over 50, grandmother, extremely authentic. She I guess I was captivated by how much I related to her and what she was saying in the video and her style and all that stuff. So before the video was even over, I went to her social links in the video and came over to her community and instantly joined. And I hopped in there, and I do this every time I buy something. I hopped in and immediately went to her courses to see what she was teaching, to see if it was worth it. The quality of the content was just awesome. And I've bought a lot of products, and I've paid a lot of money for a lot of products, and this wasn't a lot of money at all. It's a monthly membership thing. Cheap as far as content creation courses go. Very cheap, great community, great content. So I went into the YouTube long form content module because that's what I do. And not only does she just lay out the complete roadmap of how to pick your niche and how to get your your YouTube channel set up and all that, which everybody does. But then she goes very in depth in how to come up with your content ideas and how to pick things that are likely to go viral and how to actually film the content. And most creators don't do that. They'll say, and then film content, right? But they don't show you how. And she's actually got a module where she sets up her camera and puts out her notes, and she's uses another camera to show you what she's doing and all that. And it's just so in depth. And I thought, if I would have had this when I started 10 years ago, I would be so much further along than I am now. And I wouldn't be worried about, do I have the money to retire? Do I have the money to take care of my wife and all that stuff? Because I've seen other content creators, and I know that people with a good plan that stay focused and knew what they were doing from the start. I mean, there are guys doing YouTube like I'm doing, and ladies that make tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, some of them hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, but plenty of them that make 20, 30, 40 grand a month. And if I were doing that, I would be blown away. That's what I need. So anyway, I joined Wendy's group, and I wanted to make this video and share it with you, because if you're thinking about going down this path, and I know a lot of you have bought stuff and courses and MRR, master resale rights. Yeah, I know all of you have done a lot of that stuff. All right. And I understand you don't want just somebody to pitch you another thing. But if you really want something that's laid out good and will help you get to where you want to go, so you can make passive income online, not in a year, but in weeks, and start this journey, I highly encourage you to click the link below this video and join Wendy's group. Come in there with me. I'm going to be very active in the group. I was on the first call. She does a weekly call. I was on the first call yesterday, my first weekly call. Amazing people, very engaged group. I can't say enough good things about it. That's why I'm making this video. So I encourage you to click on the link, check it out. If you join, come in there, learn a lot. Pick your path, and she tells you how to pick your path, you know, what you're going to do. Are you going to make your own product? Are you going to promote other products? Do you need a product to promote? Are you going to create your own? Do you want to do long form content, short form content, whatever? Lays it all out, like the whole roadmap for you, so you don't have to guess at this. Okay, and come in there and learn it and start it, and network with everybody in there. Network with me, send me a message and all that stuff, and really get a good start and a good plan on making passive income online. Okay, so that's it, guys. Don't waste time. Don't waste time like I have trying to figure this out on your own. Let somebody that knows what they're doing, that's had huge, massive success, show you how they did it and kickstart this thing. Okay, I hope I see you in the group. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.